Just a brief overview of, this is going to be a brief overview of just how to edit the things that I assigned in Insightly on the new Acuity site. So let's start by going over to Insightly. I've got here for you guys to look through all the page content. It looks a little thin. I just think we could add a paragraph to each. There's some social media, some SEO words that we're highlighting from that we could work into a paragraph on each page, or is there ability to just add a couple other key terms? I think each one just needs a couple more sentences to make it look fuller. Secondly is call to actions. I'll show you how to add that functionality. I just didn't know if there was any specific related to content that we could add call to actions in there, and I'll go over those. Just reviewing all the pages for consistency, just going through them just to see if there's anything I missed that doesn't match up from page to page. Any suggestions on the sliders, you can go ahead and just email me those if you had any ideas of maybe some things we wanted to highlight for them, or some images we wanted to use, stuff like that. And then the background colors behind every image on the site that exists as a subpage highlight. There's a background color that's behind it, and you only see it when it's loading, but it'd be cool to have those consistent on all the pages. So we can go ahead and just make them all one gray. I'll show you that as well. And then the staff page content. We just don't have any content for the staff page, so I assume you're going to have to reach out to Ben for that, but I'll go ahead and get started here. So we're going to have to go to playground3/wp-admin. I'm going to go ahead and add you as a user. I'm just going to create a general fuel one. So Kristen L. Kristen L at fuelvm.com. Okay, L. And the password is going to be capital F. This will be going to your email, since I am kind of live broadcasting at the moment. Should be able to grab that. Once you log in, then you'll have to go to pages. Yeah, what was our first? Let's pull this over here. Okay. So let's just hit the first one. We'll go into capabilities. We'll hit edit. Now this is going to be a little different than typical WordPress because we've created templates inside of these pages. So you're going to have to edit individual areas. You'll see you don't see any content here. If you look at the next page, if you actually look at the front end of the page, you can see that we've got the featured image here, and then we've got copy, and then a sidebar, and then this blurb section. So first thing is to look at all the page content and how it looks thin. So I think we could just add another paragraph to that. So to do that, you would just go into this area. So we've got the header, and then we've got the text area. Click this button, and then you can edit directly in here just like you do WordPress. Just type within there, and it should preserve the formatting of the last style. Hit save, and then hit update here, and it will update the page. If there's anything that we could add, if you look through this information and we say, you know, bringing closure to any project, well, that's a good opportunity to talk about a call to action below this. So then what we could do then is we could insert a module, and go over here and go to call to action. And we can put call to action. This text goes here. Leave the background color how it is. And press this content goes here. Press save. Update. And do a hard refresh over here by clicking Alt and hitting the refresh button. And you can see that that puts a call to action there. If we put a URL associated with it, then it should populate that button. and then when you click that, it will take them to wherever we want to call them to on the site. So if there's a way to just enforce better navigation habits by pushing them from one page to the other, if we can get them to a contact page, whatever that might be, whatever ideas you have, I'm just kind of brain dead on this project at the moment, but anything you come up with, that would be much helpful. Just make sure this is recording still. Yep, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that now out of here. Just click the X, it's gone, hit update, it's back. Review all pages for consistency, follow the same thing. If there's any inconsistencies, you can edit them in there. If you need to edit anything in the sidebar, same process, hit this. Sorry, that's automatically pulling, you can't edit that. If anything in the sidebar that you notice, just go ahead and write me an email and I can fix that. The background colors that I talked about, these are all existing behind these headers, so you have to click into the area that's holding the header. So click this right here and select this color. Let's just go ahead and make sure they're all these gray. I think there's a couple of them that are like a bright aqua and a bright blue. Let's just make them all that gray for now. Next is slider suggestions. You already got that. Staff page content. So let's just go all pages. This staff. See, that's that background color I saw there. And this, I just don't have any other information. If we could just do a short blurb about them and who they are, that would be much appreciated. So you can do that by going over here, going to staff. And it's similar. Each person has his own little text blurb under it. We'd have to put the actual names of the employees in here. Again, if you just go over top of it, it should preserve that formatting. If you go over top of this, it should preserve that formatting, etc., etc. Just make sure that all the employees are in there and a short blurb about them. I assume that's something you're going to have to get from Acuity. So that's it. I will post this up on YouTube and shoot you a link to it, and hopefully it's helpful in getting this stuff done. Later.